I had a few requests to do another video on the Denix Confederate Revolver, so I'm going to do a review for you. So this was given to me as a gift, sort of combined birthday Christmas present from Max, so I've already got him, I've ordered him a gift that he'll like. But down to the revolver itself, it's a Denix Replica. Denix is a Spanish company that makes replicas of a lot of historical guns. Sort of some modern ones, but a lot of old muskets and revolvers and things like that. And they're proper replicas in the sense that they use metal parts and wood parts or whatever, so it's not like, you know, some of the plastic cast airsoft guns and all that. Now, Denix, I've heard a lot of bad things about Denix, where they'd said, you know, they're very low quality and everything, but from my experience with this gun's been absolutely fine. I don't know if some of the other Denix guns are bad quality, but this is fine. I couldn't want anything better from it. So, it's modelled on the Colt 1851 Navy revolver, and this is made a version like the Confederate clone of it. During the American Civil War, the Confederates couldn't actually, obviously the Union had the patent or whatever for the real Colt Navy. So what the Confederates did was they produced their own version. Now, the main thing that you can tell the difference between the Confederation and the Union version of the revolver is the Confederate version has the brass near the handguard. And the reason for this was that brass at the time was actually cheaper for them to put on everything than steel, because steel was in short supply due to the war. So wherever they could, they'd use brass rather than steel. So all the gun's main body was steel, but they used brass for the secondary parts. So it came in this box. Just says Denix of Spain and that on the left. On the right it says decorative and gift articles, replica weapons in English. So we'll have a look at the revolver itself. So the revolver itself weighs about 1.5 kilograms, I'd say. I think the real weight of a Colt 1851 was about 3 pounds, so it's a little bit heavier than the real revolver, but that's a good quality weight for the replica because you can actually feel it in your hand. So it's got nice wood on the handle there. I don't know if this is actually brass or if this is just painted metal, but they've done a good job either way. It looks very nice. And I don't know if this is steel or it's actually like heavy cast aluminium, but either way it's nice. Essentially everything works on this gun. Pulling the hammer back moves the chambers, and obviously when you fire it the hammer snaps back. At the front here you have the loading rod. As you can see there, that goes in, so what you can do is move that around and do that like you would actually do to load the black powder and the ball or bullets into the revolver at the time. It's got a slight front sight on there, but nothing too fancy. And from what I've seen of pictures of real 1851s, the only difference between the Denix version and the real version is just some of the places the screws are in them, and some of the screws look slightly different, but that doesn't bother me at all because it's such a minimal difference. So overall I'm very impressed with this. It seems to be very accurate to the original. It feels very nice to hold. It'd be a very nice prop for anybody doing any films. It's got a good weight to it, and it's, you know, a lot of fun just to play around with, because at least being a replica you can't kill somebody with it. So all in all, it seems a very good replica. I'm very pleased with it. A big thank you for Max for getting it for me, and Bart for paying a bit towards it as well. And it is a lovely gun, or replica, whatever you want to call it, because as I said, the construction is basically all metal and wood. It's not one where they put a lot of plastic parts in it to lower the cost of making it. So very nice.